Music died out, yeah. Music didn't last. Music didn't last. Music didn't last. Sound was over. Sound was over. Generation over. Party not. Party not going. Party not. Yeah. Club scene dead. Club scene dead. Club scene. What happened, baby? What? Yo. Friday night, Friday the 13th. No bad luck for y'all. We good. Everything is gonna be all right. How y'all feeling tonight? How's everybody? Word. TK, right? What's good? We're gonna talk about this tonight, yo. Everything's gonna be live, baby. Everything is gonna be good. Music night, Friday, baby. Friday. Yeah. All we need is a drummer. Yeah. Word. Let's kick it. That's how we doing, baby. Wait a minute. I got it. Don't worry. Yeah. Shout out to all. Yo. Hit that like button, y'all. No matter how big, no matter how small. Yeah. Bring that funk. You gotta talk through the drums. Like Jamaica funk, you know, that's how we do it in the 70s, yo. Word. Or was Jamaica funk in the 80s? Was it in the late 70s? Yeah. Feel that. Feel it, baby. What happened to it? 80s pop. It stopped. Disco. No more. Yo, house. It got put out. I got some questions for y'all tonight. Pop. That's a whole genre in and of itself. Parliament Funkadelic. Jazz band. Brick. Bootsy Collins. Mandrill, baby. Back. What? You know James Brown. Godfather Soul. and the Sunshine Band. What? The Spinners and shit, you know? Saturday Night Live, the whole soundtrack. Hold on. My drums was running into each other. Yo, Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily. It's the daily go-get-em-ism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. Yo, we do it on a Friday night. We talking music on this show, and you know how this is about to go. All opinions, some facts, but no attack on your character or your choices. We gonna make sure we talk about the sound voices. Friday night, Friday 13th. Good luck, baby. Yo. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. Word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So tonight on the Daily Go Get 'Em Show, we are talking about spinoff music genres that didn't last. Spinoff music genres that didn't last. Spinoff. Well, and you know, we could talk about spinoffs because I thought about the word spinoffs because, you know, when you're talking about hip hop, there's so many little subdivisions of hip hop that started off and it looked like that was going to be the new wave. And then it kind of died out. You could say like gangster rap died out. You could say conscious rap died out. And these are the things that we thought were going to be around for a long time, when in fact, even hip hop wasn't around for a long time. At the time, we thought that hip hop or that form of hip hop was going to be the thing. It was going to be the thing that lifted us up where we belong. But, you know, just like all things, they had their time in the game. And then it was like, pew! I said it was like, pew! But that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Spin-off genres that did not make it, that did not last, that ain't here no more. The house music, the disco music, the funk music, the 80s pop. And we got to say 80s pop because not all pop music is the same. Like, I don't know. Do we have a form of music these days called pop? Now, I'm not saying that we don't, but I don't hear the word. I don't hear the word pop like I used to. What up, T? Carry right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your sight. Varshay, hey, hey, hey. Varshay, hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, Ashe. Hey, hey. All right, let's get it popping, y'all. All right, it's time. It's time for us to go ahead and get this thing where we want it to be. Let's have this conversation. We always have a lot of fun on a Friday night. We talk that music shit. We talk that music shit on a Friday night. So let's go ahead and talk it. Let's go ahead and talk it. Let's get into it and get involved. These puzzle pieces right now we gonna solve. Let me get something together before I get into all of this. Got a little something in the mail. That's a good look. I'm gonna show y'all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Got a little package, you know what I'm saying? You got a little package, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got a little package. Everything gonna work out. Got my little delivery. I don't know about y'all. I ain't gonna advertise these shits. But I just got some toothpicks. You know what I mean? With the little floss on them. A pack of 150 of these joints. I be needing a lot of them. Because I get shit stuck in my teeth. And I don't know about y'all, but it drives me crazy. So I got these all right. So it got the little floss joint there. And then it got the little pick. You can take the pick off. You can either face it that way or you can break it off. You know what I mean? Getting them hard to reach. So these all right. I don't think I got nothing much. We good. Yeah, these, they got a little minty taste to it. All right, cool. Like I said, they ain't paying me, so I ain't gonna show y'all the box. If you want to know, I mean, if you interested in that type of shit, you want to know, just email me or something like that. I'll let you know. But I ain't gonna put it in the video. What up, Dillard B Commons? What up, my dude? How you feeling? Glad to see you. Thanks for coming through. So what we talking about tonight is spin-off music genres. Why they didn't last. Spin-off music genres that didn't last. Now, when you think about some of the music that you may have listened to back in the day, and you might wonder, like, damn, man, you know, that was my favorite kind of music. And it seemed like it was the new wave, and I thought it was going to be here for the longest. Especially when you're a young person. Do y'all remember how much hip hop artists was always talking about old school versus new school in the 80s? Hip hop just came out. We was young. You know what I mean? 13, 14. Upwards, like the oldest rappers that we knew about was like in their 20s, in their mid 20s, you know, something like that. Maybe a little older, but whatever. I think Curtis Blow was a good little ways older than us. You know what I mean? He's a good little ways older than us. He was our old head. But hip hop was young. And we was always talking about, you know, old school versus new school, you know, blah, 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 blah. We was talking about things that happened back in the day. It's funny because when you hear somebody 15, 16 talking about, you know, back in the day, you be like, back in the day when? Like, you was born in the 2000s. There is no back in the day. Like, 60s, 70s, and 80s babies be like, if it didn't happen, if you wasn't born with a 1 in front of your birth year, we ain't trying to hear none of that back in the day shit. There's no back in the day for you. So that means you could be a whole 25 years old. You was born in the year 2000. We still like, you was born when things wasn't real. But anyway, when you think about the forms of music that has happened in your lifetime, when you think about the forms of music that have happened in your lifetime, you know, you get to thinking like, damn, man, you know what? Yeah, such and such ain't here no more. And they are alive, but they not recording no more. They not making no records no more. They don't appear nowhere no more. And maybe that era that they were doing their thing, maybe that's gone too. You know, like even if you take gangster rap, what they call, well, NWA labeled it reality rap, and then it turned into gangster rap. I guess they said the media started calling it gangster rap or whatever. But you know, on some real shit, do we have gangster rap anymore? You know, there may be a form of it, but it ain't like it was. It don't have the shock and the sting that it had back in the 80s and 90s. Like, oh my God, did you hear the things that they're talking about? Like, you could talk about the same shit that NWA and all them talked about nowadays, and they wouldn't label it gangster rap. They would call it trap rap or whatever. I'm not really sure. Dillard says, 98 baby here. Do I make the cut? Man, Slim Pickens, you just made it, son. You 27 years old. I'm like, you know what I mean? You was swimming in the water, about to drown. You just made it to the ladder on the side of the pool. Like, I couldn't do another lap. You just made it, son. As a matter of fact, yeah. Shout out to you. Hold on, son. Hold on. Let me show you some love. Let me show you some. Yeah, I mean, got a young boy up in here. Just made it, 1998. Shit, you know what I was doing in 98? 98 was a good ass year. That was a good ass year for me. That's from my man Dilly Dill. Word. Word. Long as you got a 1 in front, I don't care if you was born in 99. As long as you ain't Gen Z, you still a millennial, I believe. Yeah, you still a millennial, I think. Yeah, you still what? Let me see. You gotta be a millennial. You're a millennial, right? You definitely a millennial, because my niece was born in 97, and she a millennial. I know they ain't cut it off then. All right. What are the years that millennials were born? Damn, son, you outside, you are Gen Z. Oh, shit. Millennials was from 81 to 96. My niece is Gen Z too. Yo, 81 to 96? We only doing 15 years? Oh, shit. The millennials are generally defined as those born between 81 and 96. This generation is also sometimes referred to as Generation Y. And they said, why? Like, how come? It's like, nah. We not doing that. We not doing that, man. Y'all ain't gonna freeze my man out. My man Dillard, if he comes to this show, he can rock. He must be extra mature or something. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let my man Dillard rock. Let him rock. Let him in. I was getting in the club too early. You know what I mean? We're gonna let him in. Now we got a call on the line. Hold on. Let's see if we can stamp this.
You have a call from
Jan.
Caller with the last number is 9332. Welcome to.
What's up, brother?
What's good?
Am I on?
Okay, I see what we're doing.
Yeah, you're dirty.
You didn't get a chance to do it. You took too long, old bitch ass nigga. He took too long. He didn't make it. Oh, bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck you. All right, we good. My man G-High, what's good, my dog? How you feeling, fam? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dylan says 98 was a good year. Guess my mama thought so. Well, she probably got pregnant in 97 though. But yeah, you came through in 98, depending on what your birthday is. What's your birthday? What's your birthday, son? All right, so let me see. All right, so spin-off music genres that went away. Now, I mean, they didn't last. I thought funk music was, oh shit, Leo. Oh, fuck that. Nah. This my son right here. That's my son. What's your mom name again? That's my son right there, Dylan. Fuck that. Fuck that. If you just said your birthday was like in November, I'd have been like, nah. I'd be like, nah, man, I can't let you come through. I ain't got nothing for you, something, but nah, you good. You good. You know what I mean? Now it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Varshay said, Dylan, that's my brother's birthday. He was a special person. So there you have it. Hey, TK, right? Don't start hating. Don't start that shit. Don't start hating. Don't start hating. Oh, Jihad, July 20. This is all starting to make sense. My brothers are here. You know what I mean? My brothers are here. He's July Leo. It all makes sense now. See? Told y'all. I told y'all. I knew tonight was going to be a special night. I knew it. Fucking knew it. I knew it. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, we got birthdays coming up. My dudes. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it happen. Varshay says, I'm an Aquarius, January big. Oh, shit. Oh, an Aquarius. Oh, you know, that's the Leo nemesis right there. Like, oh, shit. Oh, man. That's the Leo nemesis. I can't say shit. My mom and my sister's birthday is February 12th. So I was born and raised by Aquarius. Can't get away from them. I'll be like, man, stop playing. Stop hating all the time. Man, go somewhere with that shit. Y'all not haters like that. Some of y'all do. Just some of y'all be hating. But I know you good people. Those low life February Aquarians. Low life. Terrible. All right. So yeah. Spin-off music genres that didn't last. I want to ask y'all a question. Y'all see the poll question? The poll question is which is the most popular form of music that died out to you? It says, let's see, we only got 9 votes so far, and 33% say house music, 33% say funk, 22% say disco, and 11% says 80s pop. I want to ask y'all a question. And because I was talking about this today, and you know, it made sense to me. Do y'all consider Motown to be a music genre of its own? Because I've heard people refer to Motown as Motown. Like they seem to separate that from other R&B, soul music, or whatever. Like it was the Motown era, or you know, that was the Motown sound. Other record companies didn't have their own sound until Motown had it. Like Philadelphia International had their own sound, but it wasn't like like Motown blew up on its own. You know what I'm saying? So you would say yes. Okay. All right. So, all right, Dilla and Jihad say, yeah. I think it is. So we might have to talk about that. What, as far as like disco, house music,
You have a
like
call
I'm not taking.
from
Tyrese.
So I'm not taking. I meant to press the red button instead of the green. Yo, if any numbers that are foreign, if you don't, you know what I mean? Basically, you're gonna have to introduce yourself in the comments before you call. And I'm not taking we not taking no strange shit. So if I don't know you, you're not getting in. We anti-trolling tonight. And I'm not gonna spend the whole night with them getting in the way. Okay. It didn't even say spam on the joint. All right, they're getting in the way. They're getting in the way. So, all right, what we gonna do? Okay, good. Out of hearing, out of mind. All right. Kim says, "What up, Kim?" Kim's whims is all up in the house. So yes, it kind of is. It was a mood and sound of its own. And let me see. Motown opened the doors for many more genres. They did. G.I. says, Boys II Men was signed to Motown. They didn't have that sound. See, by that time, the Motown sound had died. The Motown sound was over. So we probably should talk a little bit about why the Motown sound, why did it die out? Like what took the Motown sound out? Now there were a few events that happened with Motown that kind of, I'm going to say there were a few events at Motown that diminished the quality of work, the quality and the body of work that Motown had put in. Number one, when Berry Gordy decided that he didn't want to pay Holland Dozier Holland, because they created the Motown sound as we know it. They created the Motown sound. So when they left, their sound left with them. Dozier, Holland, Dozier. So that bass, that you know that Motown, like a lot of Motown instrumentals had that. How would you describe it? They had the horns. They had that sort of dip, that it was upbeat. Even the slow songs were upbeat. They didn't really have any real, like Berry Gordy controlled the sound of Motown to the point where he didn't want any really sad songs. He didn't want any controversial, any socially conscious records. He didn't want none of that. So when Marvin Gaye and all of that started coming out with What's Going On and all of that, that was after the Motown sound was done. Motown as a record company was still thriving. But you also have to consider that Berry Gordy always wanted to be something else than what he was. He had the best shit, but he wanted what the white man had. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it $1. The Motown sound died because Berry Gordy wanted to be what the big white stars were, but he wanted black people to do it. Instead of being like, no, y'all got to come over here and do what we do. He was like, nah, we going to go over there and do what y'all do better than y'all. Like he moved Motown from Detroit to California. Why would you do that? To me, that was the dumbest move ever. Like, why? You could easily pay the rent in Motown. And plus, it was an iconic, it was the house of hits. It was, you put the D on the map more than General Motors. But you know how niggas is? They not happy being niggas. No matter how rich, no matter how talented, no matter how skilled, no matter how powerful. They want to be like them. And let me see, what year did he move? What year did Motown Records move from Detroit to Los Angeles? 1972. So yeah, there you have it. And that was the beginning of the end. For a while, Rick James was in control of the Motown sound. Rick James. Now, I'm not saying that Rick James couldn't do it, but what was the Motown sound with Rick James at the helm? Now think about it. What records during the Motown years in the 70s did Rick James control from other artists where you could say, yeah, that was the new Motown sound? Because I don't remember anything being identifiable other than Rick James's records. And peace and rest in peace to Rick James, because he was great, but for him to be controlling the Motown sound, let me see, hold on. F-O-T-F-O, F-O-T-F-O, F-O-T-F-O. Oh, that's like, is that like 44? No, wait, no. Is that 44? Drink your drink, OG, talking about why old shit fade out because it's old stuff, just like you. Oh, it's all good. Oh, well, that's cool. And I am old. I'm 54 years old. You know what I mean? But I'm good. And I do drink my drink. I ain't, if you're a young boy, you probably smoke a lot of weed. You know what I mean? You probably get sick a lot. You probably weak as shit. You know what I mean? You know what a good test for somebody who said that dumb shit that you just said would be? Change a tire on a car. I would love to see somebody who talks like you change a tire on a car. Because that's where that's where your manhood really come out. First of all, you got to know what the fuck you doing. That's number one. Number two, screwing the lugs off of a tire ain't all that easy. But it's easy when you got these. And I know you ain't got them. Because you wouldn't be talking about this drink if you had them. I know you ain't got that. Shit, 75% of men don't got that. But it's all good. Okay. Norman Whitfield too. Norman Whitfield definitely was controlling the Motown sound. At the end of the 60s, going into the 70s. So Norman Whitfield had like the psychedelic, he was doing like the psychedelic sound for Motown. So when you listen to like Papa Was a Rolling Stone, he had that sound, and that shit was working. That shit was working. It was a good look. Ken Williams says changing of the guards is why Motown faded. TK Wright says the Joneses. Yeah, I mean, if you listen to Berry Gordy talk, he wasn't satisfied being Berry Gordy. If you know, you know. Aqua Babe 666 says, any advice for me? I just dumped my boyfriend because he's too mature and wasn't ready. And now I'm sad, LOL. Well, you ain't all that sad. You wouldn't have said LOL. Seika Sala, what's good? Seika Sala says, Motown moved to Cali for movies and TV. Like, you can't make movies and TV in Detroit. When things aren't born in LA, but they go to LA, they die. Ask Soul Train. If it starts off in LA, it'll thrive. But if it starts somewhere else and blows up and then moves to LA, it dies. It dies like how quarterbacks go to the Washington Commanders. Well, it was the Redskins. You know, that was the quarterback graveyard. You a free agent quarterback. You was good. You built up a good career. You go to the Washington Redskins to die, and not just quarterbacks, any position. You go to the Redskins to die. That's where your career goes to get on life support. They ought to call. Now that Daniel Snyder is gone, and yeah, I take shots at the Redskins. Fuck them. I'm a Philadelphia Eagle. I do this. So since Dan Snyder is gone and they made it back to the NFC Championship, things might be better for them going forward. But he kept them ICU unit. You walk past FedEx Stadium and you hear beep, 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 beep. And this is the off season. Beep, 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 beep. All they free agent signings. Life support, baby. You in the ICU. Got all kinds of wires and hoses hooked up to you and shit. Yes, say you ain't gonna make it, baby. You ain't gonna make it. Yo, get the ventilator for the boy. They all got COVID. They got the 2020 COVID too. Body bag. We ain't got enough body bags. We ain't got enough. Listen, man. I mean, shit is locked down. We can't have no funeral. You just gonna have a memorial for him. You know what I mean? Online. He was a good person. James Florin, what's good? Good to see you, my people. It's good to see you, without a doubt. I don't know. Wait. IDK ABSC said, I don't know about. I don't know. He said, where'd your neck go? I got a neck. I got plenty of neck. You can't see my neck because of the beads. I'm a neck. I got a neck though. I got a neck. Yeah, son. Looking good. I got a neck. Listen, if you calling into the show, you better put it in the comments. I'm not taking no calls from nobody, so no strange numbers. So if you want to talk tonight, you gotta let me know. I'm screening calls from here on out. Sick Sound says not in the 70s. Nah, I ain't buying it. No. Was that Rosalie? Or was that Rosati? Rosati, what's good? All right. But yeah, Motown was the gold standard. They were the gold standard in music. Nobody could fuck with them. It was hit after hit after hit after hit. Grammy Awards, everything you could possibly want. And they wasn't paying none of the artists. They wouldn't for a long time, you couldn't write your own songs. You couldn't play your own music. All they wanted was singers. No writers and all of that. So, motherfuckers wasn't really getting paid. You had to go on the road if you wanted to get paid. Because your royalties wasn't looking like shit. Unless you were Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson and Diana Ross got paid. Everybody else, they had to get day jobs. But anyway. Spinoff music genres that did not last. Spinoff music genres that didn't last. What we got? Why didn't disco last, y'all? What happened to disco? What did disco end? Now, if you know anything about the history of disco, you know they had a lot of problems with disco. disco had a lot of problems. Number one, disco had rock and roll cats had a problem with disco. So they declared war on disco. And this was some unprecedented shit. Because rock music declared war on disco and it looked like it worked. And I'm thinking like, well, who gave a fuck? Why did rock music hate on disco so much? Were they selling records to the point where rock music wasn't making no money? You know that was a lie. Peter Frampton was getting all the money. Shoot. Rock music, Kiss, let's see. Kiss, Peter Frampton, Black Sabbath. What was some other? They weren't rock and roll. They weren't rock groups, but like ABBA. Let me just put it this way. There was enough money for everybody. So, but rock music openly came out against disco, burned their records, basically told disco to get out of town. Like it was a thing, like it was a person. Led Zeppelin, The Doors, yeah. There was plenty of rock music in the 70s. But for some reason, Rosati, you said you gonna call? All right, well, tell you what, give me your area code. Cause like I said, there's some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So, I need your area code. I'm not fucking around tonight. It's been a long week. I don't have time for the bullshit. I do not have time for the bullshit. Like, just because you in the comments does not mean that you're not a troll. That's where it all starts. That's where it all starts. TK Wright says Dancing Queen was considered disco. Yeah. It sounded like disco. It did. It wasn't the best disco, but ABBA was a very popular group. Sega Sala says disco artists without a hit song were not selling, but rock bands with no hits were. Ain't that some shit? Kind of like 90s rap, hating on Hammer and Vanilla Ice, but opposite. Ain't that some shit? That's word. Oh, all right. Rosati, you from the 213? Okay, so you from LA? All right, let's go. Matter of fact, you're not from LA, you from Long Beach, 213. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, call back in. I answer. RV says, what's your go-to at Taco Bell? I don't eat that shit. I don't eat no fast food right now. None. But wait, is Chipotle fast food? Because I fucks with that. I fucks with Chipotle. So if that's fast food, you can count me in. Okay. Yeah. Really, it made no sense to me that by 1980, 81, it wasn't, disco was fading out. And it depends on who you talk to, who you talk to and who you're talking about when you say that disco went out in the 70s, because the Fat Boys' original name was the Disco 3. All right, we got a call on the line. Caller with a call from. Caller with the last number 6548. Welcome to the Daily Go Getimism Show. What's on your mind tonight? What's good?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
What's up?
Where are you from?
Come on, man. Don't start this dumb shit. Just you know the topic. You was in the comments. Go ahead, talk your shit.
Bro, calm the fuck down, bro. Why are you so hyped?
Get the fuck out of here. So, look, the motherfuckers knew they couldn't call in. So he went in the comments like, all right, we're gonna go in the comments and then he'll let us in and then I'll get to call him a nigga. Fuck out of here, dumbass motherfucker. All right, PV says, I think Chipotle counts. Okay, well, if Chipotle counts, then count me in. James Flory, I'm telling you, all week, the trolls, they've been coming through like they getting the notifications before y'all do. They send all the trolls the notifications like, oh, the show is on, y'all. It's on. Oh, my God. Sega Salad says, dude, homo style calling. That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers is nervous. He ain't even ready. Like, all right, I got to gain this confidence. So I got to say a few lines before I gear up to be like, nigga. Shut the fuck up, you dickhead. Hold on. Matter of fact, we ain't do this week. This is what I didn't do this week. Let me talk to these motherfuckers, man. Let me talk. I gotta get on my Raekwon and Ghost. Yo, man, let me talk to these niggas, son. Yo, son, I gotta talk to these yo, these niggas know not to fuck around, son. You know what I mean? So what we gonna do? Is we gonna do what's necessary to get done, you know what I'm saying? And then, once we do that shit, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers better not come around my gate, dog. Better not come. Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Here we go again.
Hold on, son. Hold on.
Another cornball in the chat fronting again. They go another cornball in the chat fronting again.
Yeah.
You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it is? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting.
All right, hold on. So, well, let me see. What's this one?
Don't get carried away with thinking that I care about your dumb ass. Don't even do it. Please don't do it.
Wait, I gotta rewind that.
Don't get carried away with thinking that I care about your dumb ass. Don't even do it. Please don't do it.
Hold on, go.
Just because she fat don't mean she ugly.
All right, we good. Levels is good. For real, man. It's been a long week. Motherfuckers trying to give me the business. No business. TK Wright says we need better trolls. Yeah, we need the 2024 trolls. The 2024 trolls. Them motherfuckers, they help you do numbers. These 2025 trolls, these motherfuckers ain't good for shit. The 2024 trolls, they used to call all their friends. You know what I'm saying? They go to other platforms, be like, yo, come on over here, yo, we fucking with the bull. These 2025 trolls, whoo, they solo artists. The 2024 trolls was band members. The 2025 trolls, they comedians, they stand-up comedians. Can't nobody help them. Ain't no teams, ain't no nothing. You know what I mean? No entourage, no nothing. They're no good. They're no good. Man. He said before you say it, if you're scrolling, you do not see the topic. The topic. How's that? Huh? I say you do see the topic. That's what I say. But I'm gonna be nice tonight. The topic is music genres, spin-off music genres that didn't last. So we talk about music genres that died out, like pop, like funk, like disco, like Motown, like 80s pop music, and whatever other kind of genre of music that's no longer here. So what it is they in the comments. I'm sorry, they're not in the comments, but they in the background. So they listening, so they know when y'all will hear them calling in and when you won't. But you're getting no love. Matter of fact, fuck it. Let me let these motherfuckers. I'm about to let them rock, but in my own way. Cause I got something for all y'all niggas. Yeah, each and every one of y'all niggas. All y'all. All y'all. All right. Let me see. James Florence says, I'm going to be sun dancing on the 18th for the first time, and I'm excited about it. What's sun dancing? What's that? What's that? Chris Baker says, maybe you're just not worth trolling anymore. Well, then how would you explain the night? And how would you explain yourself, you dickhead? Fuck is you talking about? You be trolling your ass off. Nut ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? Hong Kong Sports was good. Attention seeking motherfucker. You always trying to suck up all the air in the world in the room. Fuck you. Yeah, I mean, that's right, Jay. Why is he trolling? Yo, he loved his show, number one. He loved the show, but he be trolling like shit. Hunk Hunk says, whatever that thing Bobby McFerrin did only lasted a minute. Well, you could put that in the 80s pop category. You could put that in the 80s pop category. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sherrill, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's good? What's good? Chris is talking about something. I've been on this channel for ages. I don't troll here. Trolling is maybe you don't understand the meaning of trolling. Trolling doesn't mean that you don't participate or that you don't positively contribute to something. It means, well, let me just give you the actual meaning. What does trolling mean on the internet? On the internet, trolling refers to the act of posting inflammatory, irrelevant, or offensive comments online with the intention of provoking a reaction from others, often causing disruption or annoyance. You are a troll like a motherfucker, my dog. You should, your last name should be, you crispy troll from now on. You are crispy troll. Yes. Trolls aim to elicit emotional responses like anger, frustration, or upset. They might engage in this behavior under the guise of anonymity, using fake profiles or usernames to avoid consequences for their actions. Well, I'll be goddamn. Now tell me you're not a troll. Tell me you're not a troll. That's all you are. That's all you are. So, yeah, you definitely earned that title, son. That's you. That is you all day, every day. All right. Yeah, sounds like that bar. Oh man. Oh, hold on. I gotta take care of something. Okay. So, so anyway, So when you look at disco, like I said, the Fat Boys' original name was the Disco 3. And early hip hop used the term disco a lot. They used the word disco a lot. So okay, we good. Take care of that. So they use the word disco a lot, and a disco was not only a music form, but it was actually a place. So you would go to the disco. So instead of saying that they went to clubs, a lot of people were saying, well, we're going to the disco. That's where you went to go listen to music, to dance to, drink, meet people, whatever was the social atmosphere. So disco as a music form may have died out as the 80s grew on. With the emergence of hip hop and 80s pop music, disco kind of died out. But disco in other forms still lived in other forms of music in the 80s, like a little bit of hip hop and definitely house music. Now, I wasn't a fan of house music at all. I'm glad it's gone. But when it was here, it was doing its numbers. House music was absolutely doing its numbers when it was alive and well. You know, so it was what it was. Seika Sala says Afrocentric rap was dope from 87 to 93. True. And it's gone. So that would be a spinoff of hip hop that's no longer around. Now, of course, there's still positive, conscious songs that artists make. Now, people might consider Kendrick Lamar to be somewhat of a conscious rapper. I wouldn't say he was all the way a conscious rapper, but he definitely has conscious overtones and undertones in a lot of his songs. He definitely cares about more than gang banging and shaking your ass, and and even going to war with Drake. He cares about he obviously cares about a lot more than a lot of frivolous or trivial things going on in our social atmosphere. Oh, Chris, you sad? You mad because you a troll and I identified you as such? I mean, listen. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you never come back to the show, you never come back to the show. It's not like you here every night. The fuck. So I mean, if you don't come back, you don't come back. But don't think I'm gonna sit here and beg you. Shit, you found me. I didn't find you. So you do whatever you do whatever makes your heart content. Whatever you need in order to make yourself better, you do it. Whether you do it here or whether you do it wherever the fuck you are. But I'm not going to fucking kiss your ass to tell you, oh, Chris, please, fuck out of here. It don't work that way. So you need to go? You need to stay? It's all on you, son. It's all on you. All right. James Florence says, I still bump Spice One, Sibo, hardcore gangster rap. Spice One. You like Spice One? I thought he was all right. I ain't really like the way he rapped that much, but he was all right. I used to like Compton's Most Wanted though. I used to fuck with them. G.I. says, I bet you can't name all the male group. Name an all male group right now. That's back from our era. That's together. New Edition. Yes, I can. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, Johnny, Ralph. You said. Ain't no R&B groups no more. The only R&B group I know that's together still. Well, from the 90s, you got Jagged Edge is still together. And New Edition is still together-ish. They are together-ish. Buana, my dude. Buana Haguski, what's good, man? What's good? Let me see. Tupac was a very conscious rapper. I never looked at Tupac as a conscious rapper. He had, I mean, when you really think about it, that East Coast, West Coast shit pretty much knocked out all of his positivity. Like, I can't call Tupac a conscious rapper because of, You Are Appreciated, Dear Mama. No, what was the song he made for the girls? It was Dear Mama and Not I Get Around. The song he made, Keep Your Head Up. Wasn't that I think that was the name of it, Keep Your Head Up? Yeah. He had songs like that, and Brenda Had a Baby, then he turned around. You know what I mean? First thing he say on Hit 'Em Up is, you fat motherfucker, that's why I fucked your wife. Like, kind of had the heavy part of the negativity. I don't know, man. But you could say, like during that era, the shiny suit era, that definitely went out. But was that an official era? Because that was just some bad boy shit. Sking Daddy was good. Mac, wait, what is that? Mako Manza? Free Big? What is you talking about? Okay. All right, I Get Around. Nah, that ain't the song I was talking about. So Many Tears, How Many Will Mourn Me? I mean, was that really conscious? I don't know. I guess when I talk about, I think when I think about conscious rap, I'm thinking about things that was more for the community, not just a sad song or, I guess it depends on what you call conscious. But when he said that gangster rap took over for conscious rap, I never bought into that. Brand Nubian, yeah, definitely. Oh, he called me a monkey. You're not gonna last, old bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean? Now, this had to be one of the ones who was calling in. Now he said, fuck it, I gotta get into the comments. I didn't want to get in the comments. I gotta get in the comments. But watch, I ain't gonna have to do shit. Watch what happens to you. Look, no hands. Watch what happens. Watch what happens, sir. Watch what happens. You said you're only one of my 10 viewers? Well, at the end of the night, it don't say 10. So whether you are one of my only 10 or 20 or whatever it is, you stopped here. So what does that say about you? Because you could have had other shows that had hundreds of people in their chat. Why you around here? I mean, why you around here? This is a revenue generating show. And it sure ain't because you giving no money. So fuck you. You know, if you ain't like this channel, you've been here a lot of days. You just got finished saying, ain't this some funny shit? He just got finished saying that he's here all the time. And then you want to say that the channel sucks. So what does that say about you? Your butt hurt, dog. Your butt hurt. You mad because I would not apologize to you and beg you to stay. Fuck you. Fuck your mom, your sister, your bitch ass wife. Fuck your kids. Fuck all of that shit. Now you can't stay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take care of you. Now. Now. Bust that. We not listen. Not tonight. We not tonight, sir. Not tonight. So now you go bye-bye. You go bye-bye. Fuck all y'all. Not y'all. Them. You know what I mean? All soft ass motherfuckers and shit. I don't know what they think this is. I don't know what they think this is. Hey, that's why you only got 10 people. I'm like, and so what number are you? So like we were talking about. Okay, so when we talk about music genres, oh, by the way, Shirley Shore, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. I saw you sneak up in here. What's good, ma? Good to see me some you, without a doubt. But yeah, when we talk about music genres that died out or died down or didn't last or whatever, I mean, there are a lot of them. But we have to kind of figure out, were they bona fide, legitimate, solidified music genres? Like, because if we talk about spinoffs of a genre, which would make it a subgenre, are we talking about a movement? Are we talking about a segment, a section, a piece of something? You know, like, what are we really talking about, you know, whether something should be here or not versus whether it is here or not? And what are we really saying about the genres that did last? What would separate the genres of music or subgenres or spinoffs that didn't last versus the ones that did? What would we be saying about that? Sorry, Buana. Listen, man. Listen. I mean, look, we got to stop this bullshit. We got to stop this bullshit. Listen, like, cats don't really realize how nice I am. I'm not like that. Like, I keep to myself. I do this. I've been doing this shit since 2008. Like, what, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I've been doing this since I wasn't on video. I went from the radio shit to this. I'm like, but come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, there aren't too many looks that are unfamiliar to me. But what we not going to do is one thing we learned in comedy is that, remember, the spotlight is on you, the comic. Make sure that you don't take the spotlight off of you and put it on a heckler. You got to get hecklers the fuck on up out of there. Now, sometimes on this show, hecklers will come in, trolls will come in, and, you know, I'll go back and forth with them. Next thing you know, they fans of the show. But sometimes they get so disruptive to the point where we can't rock no more. So, I mean, and then it gotta go. It gotta go. So, Sekasala says, house music from Chicago, freestyle music, always thought was the same, but it's not. What's freestyle music? House music is definitely from Chicago. You know, a lot of people didn't know that. And it was from gay people. Gay people invented house music. That always made a lot of sense to me. Shirley Show says, LOL, always a pleasure to see you too, son. AKA Omar with the that's what I'm talking about. G.I. says, you're right, Jagged Edge just got back together. Yeah, I gotta give it to Jagged Edge. They refuse to be, you know, to break apart or whatever. They consider themselves to be the last remaining R&B group from the 90s. And I think they right. I think they right. Jihad says, I still listen to Tribe Called Quest and the Jungle Brothers. Me too. Not so much the Jungle Brothers anymore, but I definitely still listen to Tribe. As a matter of fact, I was listening to they 1996, John. I really know how it feels to be stressed out. I was like, that was my shit, man. Tribe used to always be able to pull a rabbit out of a hat and make some good shit. We don't have no groups no more, man. Whether it's R&B, hip hop, nothing. I mean, we got a couple, but these groups don't stay together for no time. You know, we can't even get a good duo group. You know, we grew up, we had the Mobb Deeps, we had the EPMDs, we had the Run DMCs, we had duos, we had groups, we had duos, trios, straight up groups. What we got now? The Migos. And one of them died. And they say that one of them was responsible for the death of one of them. Well, responsible for the one that died. So I'm like, it's a sad state of affairs. And what's crazy is a lot of these soloists shouldn't be soloists. Maybe that's why, I ain't gonna say that. I was about to say maybe that's why some of these eras died out. But no, I can't say that. I would just be hating to say that. Cheryl Halsey, what's good? What's good? Buana says, check the rhyme was my shit. When Tribe first came out, I hated him with the whole I left my wallet in El Segundo and Bonita Applebum. I ain't like none of these shit on their first album. They second album, The Low End Theory. There was so many dope rap groups in 1991, 92, 93. So many. And, you know, but that was a time when you could do gangster rap, you could do party rap, or you could do conscious rap. You could find a way for it to work. And it did often. All right, let's get a little bit focused though. Let's get a little bit of focus. Let's go. Let me tell y'all something, man. Listen, I bought these new Air Force Ones, right? Look, all white. But I goofed. These are not leather. I fucked around and bought the canvas ones. And they comfortable, they good. I love white sneakers. But I'm not going to be able to keep these clean. I need something I can wipe off. So all day, I've been like, oh, shit. I've been walking around like there's shit on the ground everywhere. I'm literally walking on eggshells because I'm like, canvas? How did I pick canvas? I started to send them back, but when I put them on, I was like, yeah, these shits is. So I got outside. Them shits was like, bing. You know what I mean? They was like freshly clean teeth. Oh, Buana says, I'm from the Caribbean. My ninja shoes are Clarks. Come on, man. You know how many pairs of Wallabies I got? I might have 50 pair. No bullshit. From 2000 on up. What's fake Uptown? Is that what they call white Air Force Ones? They call them Uptowns? Not here. And no, these ain't fake. These came straight from the Nike website. The app. They real. They real. I'm like, if I spill some juice or this shit, ugh. Ah. Throw the whole shoe away. Throw the whole shoe away. But that was just a little sidebar. Gee, I said, son, let me get him, brother. That guy internet tough. Man, he gone. He all gone. Oh, Chris said, modern talking. Okay, because I didn't know they was called Uptowns. I didn't, to me, they'll always be Air Force Ones. Like, I never called Jordans J's. I'm like, no, they Jordans. What do I know? I was 14 when they came out. When Jordans came out, they was Air Jordans. Yep. What do I know? James Flores says Air Force One. Yeah, that's what we call them. Like Uptowns and all that. I don't know that lingo. Juana says, where Troy at? Troy, where you at? Troy got some business he got to take care of. What up, Janina? Janina Wyckoff, what's good? Thanks for coming on through. All right. So like I said, let's get focused. So disco might have died out. It might have died out because of people, rock music declaring war on it. But I'm like, well, how did that impact on people buying the records? Pushing the era forward, or should I say the movement forward? Because disco was a movement. You know what I mean? You had the polyester shirts, the big butterfly collar, the platform shoes, them double knit polyester, printed pants and all that. You know what I mean? The 70s was that shit was a whole vibe, whether you liked it or not. So the shit that they was rocking during the disco era, I don't see how rock music or rock music fans or band members, I don't see how they got rid of disco. I think what really got rid of disco, maybe disco was so, you know how an era can be so elaborate, so pronounced that maybe it just doesn't fit in to the next era. Like the next era might have just been on some slower shit. I think the 70s was kind of fast, and I think the 80s symbolized a slowing down a little bit, maybe in the beginning, but then I think the 80s started going fast because then, you had hip hop, and then you had the crack and AIDS and all of that. So it was a whole different thing. Shit, you might be able to say that disco set up AIDS in the 80s, because there was a lot of free love going on in the 70s, yo. The birth control pill was on fire. There's a whole lot of fucking and a whole lot of cocaine and heroin use in the 70s. And how heroin users and homosexuals, or should I say gay people, what happened to them in the 80s. It was a rough time. But the 70s with the disco era, it pretty much laid the foundation for all of that nasty shit that was going on in the 80s. Now, I'm not going to blame the whole 70s, and I can't blame disco for everything that happened in the 80s as far as the crack and AIDS era, but it laid the foundation. If you was wild in the 70s, you was going to have a hard time in the 80s. And now, am I wrong? I'm just saying. Let me see. Okay. Disco was international. They even had Latinos wearing those clothes. Yeah, disco brought a lot of people together. You know, at the disco, literally. Jihad says when we was coming up, we had real sheepskin coats, bubble goose, the leather now is faux. Yeah, man. Even the leather pants back in the day was real leather. You ever have a pair of those shits? They was heavy as hell. Hold on a second. Yo, you still here? You still here, yo? Drop some wisdom on you, really? You ain't here for no wisdom. What you want? All right, you out. So, anyway, he was holding on all that time. He think he gonna be there for y'all. Nope. Nope. Yeah, man. We had real leather bombers, sheepskin. Every year, new kind of coat came out. So you started with the bomber jackets. That first it was just the leather jackets, the bomber jackets that had the fur around them. Then the sheepskins, then the leather bombers with the down bombers with the, you know, it was a different kind of fur around the collar, and then the long trench, and then the bubble goose coats. You know what I'm saying? Like the triple fats and all of that kind of shit. It was the 80s was some shit. The 80s was some shit, boy. All right. But I always considered the 80s the get fly era. I mean, because it was some fly shit. That was quality gear. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. What up, Dwayne? What's good? Oh, you can't handle my words. Pick up. Oh, that was you? That was you? Tell you what, call back. Call back. Call back. I got you. Scary Terry says, what you think of the latest Kanye song? I ain't fucking with no Kanye. I couldn't tell you nothing about. I will never buy another, or I don't fuck with Kanye. I've been through with Kanye since Power. You know, hey, hey. That's it. That was a good album, but I'm tired of his good album, bullshit album, good album, and him doing all this old crazy trolling shit to promote his album. I'm not fucking with Kanye. You know what I mean? When he called Trump his daddy, I said, all right. And you might be able to say, well, but he came to his senses and he don't fuck with Trump no more. I'm like, maybe if he wasn't fucking with Trump, maybe Trump would have came to his senses. But oh well. But no Kanye for me. No more. So I used to love Diodora and Pony shoes. They had size 13. Okay. That's what's up. Oh, they call them uptowns down south. All right, good looking, Jihad. All right. That's what's up. TDS and beads. Bruh, I don't know what TDS is. I'm almost scared to ask. I'm not even gonna concern myself there. But these are genuine cow bone necklaces. Cow bone. I rock the cow bone. No, nobody got this shit. This shit is exclusive as fuck. Kinda. Got some negative news, recently, but still I rise. We good. All right. So what about funk music? What happened to funk music? Parliament Funkadelic, Bootsy Collins, the father of funk was James Brown. Really, they called him the Godfather of soul. They really should have called him Godfather of funk. He brought the funk. You can't handle my word. It says I got some for $18 on Temu. They're called tribal necklace. No, you ain't got these though. You're not going to get these on Temu. I'll bet you any amount of money. You didn't get these. You didn't get these. You ain't get these. You ain't get these. You ain't get these. Yeah, I'm clipped up. Full magazine. You ain't get these. These are the Tibetan Buddhism beads. You see them skulls there? You see them skulls, baby? You see that shit? Yeah. This was my first pair. That sparked all of these. You see that? You see how them shit shine? You see that? These cow bones, baby. You ain't got these. You ain't got that. You ain't gonna find them on Temu. You ain't gonna find them on Wish. You ain't gonna find them on Amazon. You ain't gonna find them on nowhere. Target, nowhere. You got to have a plug. I got that. All right, so. Yeah, I said, son, remember the British Walker shoes? Not British. Yeah, no, British Walker. I got a pair. British Walkers were just like British Walkers was sort of like Wallabies, but more comfortable. British Walkers is dope, man. British Walkers are dope. And yeah, I remember them. Shit, you know what? You go. Let me let you check out something, man. Because the British Walkers that they have on eBay, they got styles. I'm gonna let you see. Cause I bought so many of these shits. They keep me updated. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, man, they got some fly ass shit. So hold on. Let me get to the real dope styles. All right, like those. Wait a minute. Oh, they got better ones. Oh yeah, check these out. They be rocking the two tones, man. Them shits be hot. See, a lot of times the Wallabies, they don't be having, you know what I mean? They don't be having them colors, you know, them styles. Them styles. Hold on, I'm gonna find another dope pair. Cause I got a pair. I got a camo pair. Hold on. But they got a better fit than Wallabies. Wallabies look comfortable as shit. But, you know what I mean? They really not. Hold on. Shit, they used to have a lot more doper ones. I wonder if they sold out. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna find like one more dope pair. And then we're gonna move on. Okay. They had way more better ones than that. But yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. Okay. But yeah, all right. Buana says Funk died with James Brown. Nah. Well, you talking about when James Brown died? You might be right. Okay. Two truths and a lie. Says get yourself a brain. Bro flexing his broke ass. Well, if I was broke, how could I flex? Dumbass. You know what I mean? And by the way, fuck you. But thanks for coming through, pussy. All right. Those beads got spirits in them and everything. They might. So but he said I don't like the color. Well, they got a lot of different ones. And that's if you into that. He said, you know what a good topic would be one of these days is why is a troll being a troll? I'll tell you why. I mean, the answer always stays the same. Because they don't get no pussy. I mean, this ain't hard. This ain't calculus. This ain't elementary functions. This ain't trigonometry. This ain't chemistry. They don't get no pussy. Why would somebody join a gang? Because they can't fight and they ain't got no brothers. So why would you troll? My dog. It is 2:33 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. I got off of work at 1 a.m. Well, not tonight. I left a little early tonight. But I normally leave work at 1 a.m. I come right home and do this, and then I go to bed. I wish I was working during the day or even second shift. Get off at, I don't know, either 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 9 o'clock at night. Come home, puff a L, throw back a couple of shots or whatever, and get online and troll a dude. If that was my life, trust me, I would be getting some ass this time of morning. That motherfucker don't get no pussy. You know how misery loves company. So when motherfuckers don't get no ass, if they can clearly see that you get some ass, they gonna hate. And that's where trolls are born. They ain't got nobody. They lonely. So it is what it is. They say misery loves company, but joy loves company too. If misery loves company, joy loves a party. I ain't never met nobody that was happy in their life that didn't want nobody else to be happy. Think about it. I ain't never known nobody that was happy in their life or with their life that didn't want anybody else to be happy. But I've known scores of motherfuckers that was sad, down and out, depressed, and fucked up, and they wanted everybody to feel just like that. What a guan. What a guan. So that's where trolls come from. That's where trolls come from. This ain't hard. We not gonna make this shit psychologically difficult. If you are a punk, you want everybody else to be a punk. That makes you equal. You're on equal footing. Just like, you know, if you lock down, you want to be free. You might want everybody else to be free, but you want to be free. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? When you doing bad in your life, you know, man, I have conversations about this shit with motherfuckers every day. You know, it's a dangerous position to be down and out for too long. Even if we just talking about financially. Like if you work at a job that don't pay you no good money, and so for years and years, you are unable to afford things, unable to afford things for your kids, unable to afford little things for yourself, you know, like little dumb shit. You know, things that might not cost a whole lot to somebody who's working, but for somebody who's working who doesn't make enough money or who only makes enough money to pay their bills and barely that, it gets hard. So you start believing that everybody else is secretly struggling too. And then you start wanting them to struggle. It could be something as simple as, you know what? Sony just came out with a pair of MX6 headphones. They like $450. Now, for a person who only makes $450 a week, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for headphones anyway. But think about if you only make $450, $500 a week and you want those headphones. It's not economically feasible, dog. Because you might not even be taking home $450. That might be before your taxes. And yeah, there are people who are out here who don't make a lot of money. But the thing is, the toll that it takes on you, the mental toll that it takes on you, the psychological toll that it takes on you when you consistently are unable to afford the nice things in life that you want. You start hating on people who can. You start hating on people who do. And then they start looking like they bragging and all they doing is living their life. But you working at a job you don't like and that's not paying you and you can't move up and you're not getting raises and maybe you don't have skills and all of this kind of shit. It's a bad place to be. Not only that, but you might have a woman in your life that ain't really who you want to be with, or maybe she's pressuring you to do better and you ain't even got better in you. So you hoping everybody else will get worse instead of you getting better. It's a bad look. But this is the place where trolls come out of. Now, sure, there's some people who just like to be disruptive, you know, class clown type shit. But I'm talking about the serious trolls. It's all up here, dog. You can have a pocket full of money. When it's fucked up here, then they might not. It's as bad as not having a penny in these pockets. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Jihas says, I used to like British Walkers with the wrinkles on top of them in the front. Oh, damn, I'm trying to think. Do I know them? I know that. Buana says, ain't that something? All in the mind. It is. It is. Once you figure out a motherfucker psychologically, you ain't gonna really have no problems with him no more because you understand what the fuck he do. You understand why he does it. When you understand somebody's motivation for what they do, you don't need to know shit else. But you will know if they did something or if they didn't do something. So if they try to lie to you, you already know their motivation. So you kind of know the likelihood about you sort of know the likelihood of whether they did what they said they didn't do or not. So, boy, you're not getting no phone answers. You can eat a dick. You can eat a dick, dog. Because you one of them bitch ass pussy niggas that I'm talking about. But you'll be okay. you gonna be all right. So, but yeah, that's the evolution, the creation and the evolution of a hater or a troll. That's where they born out of. Man, I mean, what you gonna do? But at 3 o'clock in the morning, they laying here. Think about it. From Monday to Thursday, we come on at 2 a.m. and we don't end till 4 a.m. So they trolling. I don't care where you are in the United States. Even if you on the West Coast. So if it's 4 in the morning here, it's 1 in the morning there. You ain't got nothing else to do. You ain't got nothing better to do than that. Y'all come here for real conversation, real talk, some mental stimulation and shit, and they come in to fuck all that up. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck out of here. Slob knobbing ass nigga. What's up, Dipples D's? How you feeling, ma? Good to see me some you. Jihad says, don't forget about George Clinton in Parliament. That's what I'm saying. What happened to funk? You had mad funk bands in the 70s. You had Parliament Funkadelic. You had Bootsy Collins. You had Fatback. You had Mandrill. You had Brick. You had Daz Band. You had even Heatwave was doing funk. And well, Heatwave was a funk band. Commodores was a funk band. I mean, there was so many. Let me see. Who else was funking in the 70s? Who else was funking in the 70s? It seemed like when 1980 hit, funk just died. For it to be so hot. Slave was a funk band. What was that? What was the name of that group that sung Glide? Glide, Dynamite, Glide, Glide. Anyway, Slave was a funk band. That's right. Change that mind state. James Florence says, let's change the subject. We're giving these fools too much energy. I only like to give good energy, and good energy that's given to me. That's what's up. We definitely wasn't staying there. Tori 2200 was good. Always good to see you. Always. That's what's up. The Ohio players, right? The Ohio, all those. Oh shit, Ohio players. You could Zap, Roger Troutman and Zap. They was funk. They was definitely funk. All of those groups from Ohio, there were a lot of them. Although right now, the names of them are kind of slipping my mind. Bloodstone, thank you. Even Average White Band. All right, fuck it. I didn't want to have to Google, but there were a lot. Everybody was funking or discoing in the 70s. Bobby Womack was good too. You know what he was? But Bobby Womack was not funk, and he was not disco, and he was so fucking grimy. I almost don't like to bring him up. Like, yo, Bobby Womack was grimy, dog. Like, he was grimed out. Sam Cooke was his man. After Sam Cooke died, he married Sam Cooke's wife, then went with her daughter. Yo, the boy. Yo, man, Bobby Womack was a motherfucker, boy. Every toxic love song was about Bobby Womack. Bobby Womack was may rest in peace, but he was a bastard. Yo, he married his not his best friend, but his mentor's wife. He married his mentor's wife and then was fucking a daughter. Bobby Womack was significantly younger than Sam Cooke. He was a young boy. He's like a teenager. Which warrants the question, well, how was he fucking with his... That's why a lot of people wasn't fucking with Bobby Womack for a while. It was like, without even having the internet or nothing like that, it was like, yo, this dude, what we learning about this guy, he's different. He's a different kind of bad. Yeah. Yeah. So we ain't got to talk about Bobby a whole lot. He wasn't funk, he wasn't disco. He wasn't Motown. He was just a grimy ass soul singer. Woo! Yeah, Bobby. Ugh. Low down Bobby Womack. Sure, Halsey says that was sick. Yeah. Yeah. The mother and the daughter. Yeah. And I believe that the daughter was like underage too. So, the shit got deeper and deeper. If Sam Cooke is up in heaven with Bobby Womack, he probably told him, you gonna give me a fair one. You giving me a fair one, man. I ain't Yo, you gonna have to give me a fade. Brooklyn all day. What's good? What's good? Thanks for coming through, James Flory, man. Appreciate you. Each and every time. Thanks for coming through, man. Get your rest. Do the damn thing. Have a great weekend. Juana says, come on, Bobby. Yo, Bobby was woo. Hold on. All right. We got a lot of hits on the poll. Let's see what the poll results are. All right, hold on. Let me do it right here. All right. So which is the most popular or best form of music that died out to you? All right, 23% said house music. 23% said funk music. 38% said disco. And 15% said 80s pop. And that's out of 39 votes. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty good polling right there. And I mean, for the most part, it's kind of balanced. It's kind of balanced. May not be the most balanced, but it has some balance to it. It definitely has some balance to it. Okay. So, all right. Not bad though. Not bad. But yeah. So I don't know why funk did not make it into the 80s. Because by the time Atomic Dog came out, and that was what, like 1980, 81, you could see like it sounded foreign for what was going on in a new era. You talking about 1981, you talking about Rick James and the whole. Well, then again, wasn't Rick James kind of, he was a funk, he was the funk too, but he switched it around a little bit. Super Freak. That whole street songs, that was a funk album. That was a funk album, and that was a good ass album. Interestingly enough, you could say that Rick James was a funk artist, but he didn't make Tina Marie into that. She was straight R&B. Soul, hell of a voice. Hell of a voice. Tank Van, James Brown, yeah. We was talking about James Brown. That's the godfather of the funk. They call him the godfather of soul. But I consider him to be the godfather of funk. No matter what it is, it got to be funky. Got to be funky. Brooklyn All Day says Chicago's own two brothers called Elias. Two brothers called Elias. A song called Follow Me was the jam. No, I don't know that one. Chicago's own two brothers called Elias. A song called Follow Me. It was the jam. Oh, check that shit out. Let me see. Oh, there it is right there. Boom. I can't play it on air because they hit me with the copyright. But shit, this was released in 1992. So what genre of music is this? It's a club mix. It's Ally Us. Or is that Alias? Is that Alias? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh, I'll house you. Oh. They was house music. Ew. 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 Yeah. I ain't gonna front, man. I hate house music. I hated it then. I hate it now. I hate it forever. Rick James was punk funk. That's right. P-funk. P-funk. But shit, so was Parliament Funkadelic. They call themselves P-funk. Make my funk the P-funk. I want to get funked up. Even if you was punk funk, it's still funk, right? But yeah, and I think he used to call himself like the king of P-funk. Did he? He called himself something when it came to P-funk. I'm sorry. Yeah, Brooklyn All Day. I'm sorry. I hated house music. I hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated that shit. I went to all of those parties, house music parties. That shit was just too gay for me. Ugh. Shit was disgusting. Disgusting. Plus, it was trying to kill hip hop at the time, but it couldn't win. And it couldn't win because it was ass. But shout out to Chirac. I ain't never mad at the Chirac. At Chirac. Alright. Okay. I ain't stopping nothing. Alright. Some of the best black dancers on the planet dance to that song right there. That can be said about a lot of songs. Wanda says you gotta be on cocaine to enjoy house music. My man happened to be a house music DJ. That's why I went to a lot of the parties. Got in free. I mean, the chicks was all that. The chicks was the shit. But the dudes, I was like, these cornball niggas, baggy jeans wearing ass cornball niggas, cop shoes wearing ass cornball niggas. Yo, they cornball niggas, printed rayon shirt, cornball niggas, flamboyant dancing ass, cornball niggas, half gay ass, cornball niggas, don't wanna see it, cornball niggas, voguing ass, cornball niggas, never wanna see him again, cornball niggas. Happy dancing ass. Happy dancing ass niggas say fucking house music. Yeah. Fucking out of here. Cornball niggas, top shoes wearing ass cornball niggas, shiny big shoes wearing cornball niggas, Doc Martin wearing ass cornball niggas, baggy jeans, Jabot, cornball niggas, yeah, Jabot, baggy cornball niggas, baggy ass guest, cornball niggas, rayon shirt, cornball niggas, Autumn House, cornball niggas, flamboyant dancing, cornball niggas, funny hair having it, cornball niggas, dreadlock wearing ass cornball niggas. No. No. We not doing it. Oh man, fuck out of here. Oh shit. Fuck out of here. She said that's that freestyle music right there. We need that type of stuff. That actually Grand Poobah started Jabot. No, he didn't. How you gonna start Jabot jeans? He did not start. Now, if you want to say that he popularized and helped out Tommy Hilfiger a lot, yes, he did. But Jabot, no. No. A lot of people was wearing Jabot. Jabot jeans were supposed to be a step above Guess jeans, but they weren't. Guess jeans were better. Way better. Jabot's fit funny. You know what I mean? His European fit shit, that shit fit They was ass. They shit was straight ass. And nobody looked great in a pair of jabots. Motherfuckers used to take they pants leg and they used to take their pants leg and do this shit to them. So your cuff would be all, you know what I mean? So your cuff would be all like, and then, so the rest of your pants would look all baggy and shit. Cornball niggas, house music listened to, cornball niggas. And that's why house music don't have no hits. You ask somebody, all right, name their hits. They'd be like, I house you. No, that was by the Jungle Brothers. That wasn't their only hit. And they was not house music players. They was not a house music group. They was a rap group. They made one house song. And that blew up bigger than all the other house songs. Cornball shit. Cornball niggas. Oh, man. Bill Desmond says, bro, you ain't lying. House music did have a gay vibe. No disrespect, but it wasn't cool in Detroit. Come on, man. Look, man, I'm not going to be out here pulling no punches. That shit was soft. And the dudes that shit was soft. It was soft. And the dudes listening to it was soft. But don't worry. Well, no, they know what the problem was. They went both ways. So they was sucking up the pretty girls and the boys. Cornball niggas. House music, soft ass cornball niggas. Switch it and both side cornball niggas. Yo. Oh, what we good? Hold on, man. Fuck it. You know what? Fuck this shit. We gonna do this. All right, we got it. Y'all wasn't here in the beginning. Cornball niggas. Cornball niggas, yo. Cornball niggas back in the 90s. I'm glad that all that bullshit is behind me. I couldn't take it when it was going on. I was proud of each and every little song that came on the radio. Actually, it didn't do that a whole lot. It was simulcasted. Why not? I ain't want to listen to nothing. I was in the cars and I was hoping that we didn't go far. It wasn't my ride that we was driving, so I had to listen to this bullshit and I felt like hiding. Had the earplugs for my ears because that house music in my ear what I wanted to hear. And I'm glad that them times are gone because I didn't like that shit and I knew it was wrong. And when I got to the joint, I saw all these girls and they was fly as a motherfucker, but that world was something I shouldn't have been a part of because I wasn't down with that shit. Hip hop started the things that sparked that shit, and then they would play reggae at the end of the night. It wasn't right. What happened to the slow song? What happened to the slow grind? Yeah, all the fly girls I couldn't find at the end of the night because they was gone because they was with them little soft ass motherfuckers. All right. Hold on, we gonna slow it up, run it back, rewind that shit, do it for another track. I ain't trying to hear nothing that they saying. Yo, I ain't down with the house music, I ain't playing. Yo, I'ma tell you how it was. I had a little drink, had a little buzz, and I'm talking to a shorty over there. I'm like, listen, I don't want to be in here no more. Let's go. And I don't care how far we got the flow. You live in Jersey, yeah, I know how it go. Yo, what's the deal? Tell me how you feel. Yo, you gotta listen to some music that's really real. I got a Walkman, a Sony Walkman with the tape in it, and I'm a beginner, run it back, spin it. You listen to this LL Cool J or something, even NWA, hey. Fuck is you talking about? Hey, yo. Don't take me back to the 80s, late 80s, early 90s behind me. I don't want to hear that shit. It makes me want to, lay somebody out and catch a homie. Yo, I got a whole 40 cal, and I ain't trying to use that shit like back then now. But if I had to do it, then I'd have to listen shit that'll flow like fluid. Let's get to it. Back in the days, it was sort of like that weed, no purple haze. I didn't even smoke, even take a toke. But maybe if I did, maybe I wouldn't have thought it was a joke. Back in the day, back in the day, Back in the day. Back in the day. Fuck. Man, we overtime. I'm about to do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting up with this shit no more. We are out of here. Oh, man. Oh, man, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious Friday the 13th. June 13th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Kiana Jones, happy birthday to you. And also Antonia Gonzalez and Michelle Daniels, my girl, go get her, Michelle Daniels and Crystal Brignac and Shakima Thomas, Cheryl Sharp, Darcel Wynn Leonard, Gerdina LaRue, Minus Lamb, Titiana Yatina, Kimya Parker, hold on, Courtney Diane, and and Nzinga Abebe, Shaniqua Papoose, Win, and last but not least, my girl, they call her Miss R. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious June 13th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, go. Yeah, a lot of music back in the day. None of that shit is around here today. But the way that it rocked when it had its time, everybody has its time. Yeah, it's time for you to bust your rhyme. Bust your rhyme, yo, bust your move. Do whatever you got to do, kid. Show and prove. I know that the groove that I was on when I was on it, yo, I wish it was here today, but it ain't wanted by the masses. So when it's time to go, we ain't gonna talk about the record companies and yo, how they got jerked, how they killed the vibe. It wasn't bringing enough money, so it's not alive. Yo, don't nothing move but the dough. So if the money don't come in, they going to kill that shit, yo. And that still goes now. Niggas getting 360 deals. And yo, how that feel? So that means that the money that you make, it even the shows that you do, it don't come all to you. And with this electric money, man, that shit is in your account. But it's kind of funny, and you never really see the dough that you got. So when they say that you got millions of dollars, it ain't really hot. And you know that you're never really going to see it. Withdraw that shit right now so you can say, well, be it. I know what I would do. If you tell me I got 10 million, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up with the Brinks trucks the next day and say, give me all that money and big bills. And I say, I get back. Because I don't want my shit to be tracked, no money trail, because that shit is hell of a fail. They always used to say 100 million that he had. Now he's a pauper and can't even have his own crib. And so that ain't really the way that I think that anybody out here should ever really want to live. So I'm going to do my own thing because I'm my own king. I got my own flow. I do that shit. My name's with the M-A-R because I'm a real star. Omar, outstanding man, arrogant and it's far. And did you see the breakdown? I said, Omar, outstanding man, arrogant and rough. Yeah, that's tough. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow, man. 1:30 p.m. We will be back. 1:30 p.m. for the Urban Therapy with Sun show. So make sure y'all come on through. Make sure y'all come on through. tomorrow afternoon. So get some rest right now. And 1:30 p.m., we be right back at it. Bill Desmond said, how's that voting poll? Well, we have 47 votes. And let's see. 30. Disco won out. That's what everybody thought was the most popular or the best music that died out. 34% for disco, 30% for funk, 21% for house music, and 15% for 80s pop. Hit that like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all get on up out of here. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I want to thank y'all all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. So I'm going to get back with y'all. Peace.